time to talk my Christmas and December TBR. Hi, Katie here, better known as Reading with Katie Louise, and I'm here to bring you yet another video. So the first book I want to talk about, and the book that I've already started at the time of recording this, and that is The Antisocial Season by Adele Book. I do know she's written The Fake Flame, and I did download this on my Kindle with the intention of reading it in November, but time got the better of me and the month flew by. The Antisocial Season follows two people who unexpectedly meet again after the male main character had a crush on the female main character back in school. She doesn't remember him, and she changes from being a firefighter to working in the social media department for the fire department. And yeah, it just happens over the festive period, as you can probably guess. I haven't read much more into it than that. I am halfway through it, and so we'll see how the rating goes for this. But it's a nice cosy read. It hasn't been a difficult read, but that is the first book I'm reading in December. The second book that I am currently listening to, so this is my first audiobook of December at time of recording, that is Christmas Tree Farm by Laura Gilmore. I've read the other two books in the series and I've really enjoyed them. I am only about 20% of the way into this at the present, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. So Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbour, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. You can see where that's going. I mean, nothing has happened yet in the first 20%, but I have been really busy with work and probably not fully listening to it, so it might be one that I kind of have to put on the back burner so I can fully listen to it, but I did really enjoy the other two books, so I am hoping that this will be the same. Next up, and not a dead obvious one considering the theme for my books this month is Christmas, is Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Now this is actually the book club pick for December. The theme was winter, so it is set in winter, so it is the perfect December read. I do start reading this soon for book club, but yeah, so we'll see how we go. This has been sat on my TBR for quite a while actually, and I do have a plan to read the backlog of Alice Feeney's work. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. I've heard a lot of good things. We are reading it over 3 segments, so I should get this done by the middle of December, but we'll see how it goes. I am very much looking forward to it. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, an anniversary they'll never forget. Adam and Amelia are spending the weekend in the Scottish Highlands. The remote location is perfect for what they have planned, but when their romantic trip takes a dark turn, they both start to wonder, can they trust the one they are with? I feel like this is going to be really good. I have very high expectations for this, so yeah, that's book number 3. Next up, book number 4 of the month is The Killer's Christmas List. Now, I probably aren't going to read these in the order that I say. I am just purely going to be picking up on what I am feeling, but this is also the first thriller I am mentioning that is Christmas orientated. It is by Chris Frost. I haven't read anything by this author, so we'll see how it goes. In the picturesque village of Kibblesworth, the DI Tom Stoneham is dreaming of a quiet Christmas alone, but in the shadow of the Angel of the North, a body lies waiting. The dead man is posed with a child's Christmas list in his pocket, and the first mysterious item, number 1, no angel, is crossed off. When a second body is found, a woman stabbed in the abdomen after her work due, Stoneham is convinced there's a grim connection between the crime scenes and seemingly innocent list. 2, red party dress. Could this be the murderer's twisted code? I'm quite looking forward to this. It's quite short as well, so I feel like it must be quite action-packed. I am literally reading you these blurbs, guys, because I haven't actually read anything about these books. I got them on the work, saw Christmas, clicked add to basket for 3 for £6, so I don't know what I'm reading, so yeah, I'm intrigued by that one. Next up is a buddy read, and that is Look Up Handsome by Jack Stranger. I have seen this all over my book talk, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm going to buddy read this with my friend Nat. We both were so kindly gifted it, so we're very much looking forward to being able to have a look. I know this one is set in How and Why, and it is like a male romance, so I'm very excited for that. I haven't actually read many books that are LGBTQA+, so I'm very excited to get stuck into one, and I love the concept of this being set at How and Why, so yeah, very excited. The blurb just say, he loved romantic tropes, your breath catches in your chest, your heart beats fast, you shake. He'd always laugh when he read those romantic books with their cute moments, only that was fiction and it didn't happen in real life. Hay on Wye's only queer bookshop is always a hive of activity, so when it's threatened with closure, owner Quinn Oxford is determined to do whatever it takes to save his beloved shop. That is until romantic novelist Noah Sage arrives in town. Gorgeous, brooding and clearly unhappy to be there, Noah is the distraction Quinn does not need. I'm very excited for this one. I'm very excited to be buddy reading it. Next up is The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kellock. I read Love's Story back in October and I really enjoyed it, so I am looking forward to this. I think I'm going to pick this up in audio. We'll see how my month is going and what I am vibing from, but this is set in my book week should I want to pick it up in audio. It's the second chance romance of dreams, if only he could remember it. Newly single lawyer Gwen Baker needs a family Christmas to bury her woes with festive films, country walks and a mountain of chocolate. Her teenage crush Deb is back in the small village as well, and it turns out he's just as kind, funny and good looking as she remembers. But then Gwen wakes up to discover it's Christmas all over again. She's trapped in a snowy Groundhog Day, yet would repeat meet cutes with Deb really be so bad for a heart that needs mending? Ooh, this sounds quite intriguing. This proves how much I've read the blurbs. But yeah, I really liked Love Story by Lindsay Kelk, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, probably an audio pick, but who knows. Next up is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. I was gifted this by Rich. I have been eyeing it up on the TikTok shop for quite a while, and just because it was Christmas and it's hyped, so I don't really know much more than that. So when Hobbs takes the lead in a squeaky clean romantic Christmas movie, there are only 3 rules. Do not get involved with anyone on set, don't tell anyone what you do for a living, and definitely don't get involved with anyone on set. Seriously. Now she's filming in Christmas Notch, a small town with Christmas trees and festive tunes all year round. But Bee's got a secret identity to hide and it's not family friendly, and her co-star Nolan Shaw, an ex-boy band member infamous for his own X-rated antics, not only knows it but is secretly her biggest fan. Ooh. So this is a bit of a longer one. I am still looking forward to this. I seem to be going for romance. I feel like Christmas very much is romance based, but yeah, another one that I'll probably read. So next up, and one I have read absolutely nothing on, heard nothing about, is Unfortunate Christmas Murder by Hannah Hendy. I've not read anything by this author, and I've literally picked this up based on the cover and a thriller that is Christmas based. So Margaret and Clementine Butcher Baker are dinner ladies at Summerview Secondary School, recently promoted to kitchen manager. Marjorie is determined to stay out of the way of the Christmas concert planning that has gripped the rest of the staff. However, when the stage lights collapse at the first practice, killing music teacher Mrs. Lard, Marjorie and Clementine are caught in the crossfire. Ooh. Head of drama is prime suspect. She's desperate for dinner lady detectives to clear her name. Oh, I love where this is going. This is giving me Maid vibes. So I really enjoyed The Maid and the mystery guest, and I will talk about the third book later. Yeah, this is giving The Maid vibes, and I enjoyed The Maid, so I think I'll enjoy this one. And it is really short as well, and the text is a reasonable size, so yeah, we'll see how that one goes. The last of my physical books on my December TBR is The Winter Killer by Alex Pine. Now, I am going to talk about all of his books in one go, but we'll start with this one. So what I didn't realise was I think this particular one is book 3. I don't think you have to read them in order. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So I probably will read it as a standalone, but I'll talk about the other 2 books in a moment. So Christmas has arrived in Cumbria and wedding bells are ringing, but an ice-cold killer is waiting in the fells. As the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, D.I. James Walker receives a phone call that puts paid to his Christmas break. During the wedding of the year at the Lakeside Hotel, the bride's sister has vanished. When Rachel left the wedding breakfast before her speech, newlywed Libby was furious, but as the night went on with no sign of her maid of honour, Libby started to realise that something was very, very wrong. Now, I've heard he's a really, really good Christmas thriller writer, so we will see how this goes. I am looking forward to reading it. I have picked up the other 2, so again, very much learning on the go here. I believe The Christmas Killer is the first book and is on Kindle Unlimited, so I have picked that one up. And then I'm going to guess the second one is The Killer in the Snow. If that is the case, I've also got that one. The first 2 books I know are on Kindle Unlimited, and I'll put the graphics on the screen just in case I've got the names of the books wrong. But there are 5 books in the series. The 5th one I have just bought because it is only 99p Kindle deals for December, so I just need the 4th one. But I probably won't read past number 3 if I even read them in order. But I am excited to pick up all the books by those authors, and the 2 ones are on my Kindle with an intention of hopefully picking them up. Depends what I want to read throughout the month of December and if I'm feeling Kindle or paperback, because obviously I have a lot of paperbacks, but they will last till next year. But yeah, this one probably will be more likely what I'm reading, and I am praying that they are standalone. So I have briefly mentioned this book in sort of comparing it to another series, and I am going to be reading The Mistletoe Mystery, I believe it is called, by Nita Prose. It is book 3 of Molly the Maid, but I think this one is like 2.5, so it's like a short story. I know it fits somewhere in the Maid series, and I have looked into it, and it is like a 2-hour audio book, so I will be listening to that on audio. I love Molly the Maid, so I'm excited to read anything by Nita Prose now. I think she's going to be an auto-buy for the Molly the Maid series. I love Molly as a character. She's so quirky and so lovable, and yeah, it just makes me love the coziness of those books, and I'm not a cosy mystery kind of girl, so yeah, that will be a quick and easy listen in December, and yeah, like I said, an audiobook pick. So lastly, I want to talk about one book that is on my Kindle, but I probably won't get to. That's quite a lot for me to get through, and at time of recording this, I've got 2 books on the go, but I'm struggling to get through them, so I'm a little bit slumpy at time of recording this. But the next book I want to give a mention to is A Christmas Swap. I have literally downloaded this on my Kindle because it was 99p last month, and I've downloaded it purely on recommendation. I know absolutely nothing about it. I'm assuming there's a swapping of couples going on somewhere, but I know absolutely nothing about it. So it'll be definitely interesting to pick up. It's the only, other than the Alex Pine ones, it is the only ones that I've got on my Kindle. I've got a couple of winter ones on there, which I'll mention in a sec. But yeah, I definitely think I probably won't get to that, but it's on my Kindle. It'll be there for next year. It's not an issue. But I just want to give it a mention in case I happen to over-exceed expectations this month. So lastly, before I sign off, I will give a mention to a couple of books that are left in my Kindle library, and one of them is Sable Peak by Daphne Perry. Now, I'm really shocked in myself that I haven't read this book yet. I absolutely inhaled the rest of that series when it was on Kindle Unlimited. Unfortunately, he has taken them off, they have taken them off Kindle Unlimited, and I was lucky enough that I managed to read them all before they came off, but Sable Peak released a year ago. So I'm very much looking forward to being able to pick that one up, but it probably will not be my immediate December TBR. However, it's a winter book, therefore I could probably still pick it up in January. I have got another one, and the name of it is not coming to me, and it has the title Snowflakes in it. I will put it up on the screen because I will have a look. Apologies about the dog. I will have a look, but I'm not 100% certain of the full name of it, but it's been sat on my, it's something like Sparks and Snowflakes, Snowflakes and Sparks. It's been sat on my TBR for above a year. Probably won't get to it, but again, it's an option. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about some of the other Christmas books I intend to read. I have read quite a few last year as well, so I'll give those a quick mention. So I really enjoyed Dying for Christmas by Tammy Cohen. I actually can't remember my rating for that book. I think it was a 4. I don't think I gave any Christmas book a 5-star last year. I also read Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey, but that was only a 3-star for me. It didn't quite hit the mark in terms of that book. And I did read a couple of others, but they're really not coming to me, which is a little bit mad, but that's okay. But I did read a few. If you want a video on Christmas recommendations, please let me know, and I will try and put one together in the middle of the month when I've read a couple of the books I've got on my TBR, and also some of the ones from last year, because I do have a few lined up. So yeah, let me know. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That is my December TBR and my last TBR of 2024. Like, how crazy is that we are at the last TBR? Like, next time I talk to you, we'll be in a whole new year, hopefully a whole new mindset. At time of recording this, I've read 168 books this year, and I cannot believe I've done that. I probably will hit 175 at least. It's just mental that I've managed to read so much. I think I do want to slow down a little bit next year and just take time to do other things. Reading has become a bit of a life for me. I will talk about my Bookish Girls 2025 in another video. But yeah, that is my December TBR. Let me know in the comments if you've read any, because I would love to know your thoughts on these books. I don't really know much about them. I've just gone into them a little bit blind. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your TBR is for December, and as always, guys, please like and subscribe for future videos, and thank you for joining me on yet another vlog.